Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Slaughter Daughter House. I am your hostess, Kelly Slaughter Daughter Remus. I have with me over here my dad. Down here is Zazel, who just left. And I think he left because he found out some wonderful news
Can I
on the
can I
show
get here?
previous.
I was hoping I could grab him.
Pull him over. That'd be nice.
That'd be cheaper.
Much easier.
Yeah.
So on on the pre-show over on Zazel's channel at Sergeant Slaughter Slaughterhouse, I informed him that he is in fact going to be doing an obstacle course race when he is in America.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can tell, but I'm super excited to get my ass kicked. Savaged. Absolutely savaged.
I cannot wait.
Well, I can't procrastinate anymore. I've got to start working out better, eating better, and getting my fitness level up. I've only got a few short months now. And now that I know that that's on the agenda, not just drinking and eating and carrying on.
We will do that.
Right.
But,
okay. So what am I up to now? Oh, nothing.
I have a question.
Yes.
Kelly, when you do these events, do they have like doctors, go riding along?
Yes. But
Okay.
here's the thing.
So to make sure I want to.
Here's the thing about getting hurt.
Okay.
You're in America. If you get hurt, you'll go bankrupt.
Oh no!
Right. You have to go to the hospital, especially since you don't have insurance.
Oh dear.
I did some research, Zazel. I did some research, and even if I was available to run in it, I've already been disqualified. Yeah, they said. I said the only way I'll do it for Zazel is if I can run backwards. And they said no, it's never been done. I said I do a lot of things backwards.
True.
And if I can't do it backwards, then I don't want to do it. I mean,
I would be happy if I can just walk.
Going forward would be too easy. I mean,
well, the cat's on the move. Look, I appreciate that you're going to make it look easy for me, Sarge, but there's something tells me it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a tough ride.
Yeah, probably.
Well, you let out the order for people to come over here, so let's say hello to the chat because I did follow your orders.
Yeah.
So we got Christopher Gibbons is here.
All right.
Hi, Christopher.
Hello.
Hi, Joseph.
Yo, Joe.
Adam says, here is the Sarge ordered.
Hi, Adam.
Thank you, Adam.
Adam is the one that those cookies.
You're a good man.
Oh, yeah, Adam sent you cookies.
Really? Oh, man. I've got like one left. And I don't really want it to be the last one, but, I got to finally eat me completely.
Right. That doesn't sound weird. That sounds perfectly normal.
I bit off the last hand and part of the foot on the other one. They were gingerbread Sergeant Slaughters. Brilliant. And they were so unique. Each one was different. And I've been eating them. Well, some other people have been helping me, but I had the last one. And I've been like taking my time and biting off the ear and, trying to emulate Mike Tyson, and bit off the guy's ear, my ear.
So 10 out of 10 for the cookie then?
It didn't leave much of a scar. But anyway, I'm down to, I don't know if I should.
Just one left.
I figured I'd leave the heads for last.
We have to put another order in. Adam, we might need another order.
Finally shut him up.
Rolando's here. Pericles Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
Brick something.
Thank you.
Hi.
Ryan Sweeney's back.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan.
Good day,
Scuba Pete.
Happy accident.
Scuba Pete would be a good person for you to talk to about your koi fish that's got.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
If anyone would know, it's Scuba Pete. Classifieds in the house.
Hey, Classified.
Masterversal Toy Hunter from Eternia.
Lots of people on here.
Yes.
TJC. Well, it's an order, Sarge. An order is an order. You got to follow orders, right?
Right. Got to follow.
Articulated Chad.
Hey, Chad.
Radical Toys.
Remember what Bob Dylan said?
And we're
Gotta
back.
serve somebody. Gotta serve somebody. That's what Bob Dylan said. He's from Minnesota, so I figured he must know.
If anyone knows, it's Bob Dylan. Figuratively speaking, is here. Space Commander, Peppermint Oil Capsule.
Spacey.
Yeah.
Cap'n Co 23.
Let me put a shout out. Is anybody going to be in San Antonio next weekend?
Not me.
Hey, Rob Vegas.
Who's going to be in San Antonio?
Oh, there's a bunch of us. Sting and Trish Stratus.
Nice.
Trish Stratus. I believe Lita.
Yeah.
Sergeant Slaughter.
No.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I hope to meet him one day. I
Keep,
might not make it though.
Keep watching the Sarge's how should I say, my social media, because I'm going to start showing some pictures of what's been going on leading up to San Antonio.
Now, Sarge,
and beyond.
Sarge, I have an issue that I needed to bring up with you, Sarge.
You do?
I do. It's a pretty serious issue for a Sarge fan like me. It was detrimental. Okay. It was detrimental. It was heartbreaking. It was annoying because it was like 3 a.m. But you recently did an event. I think it was I can't remember which one. What was that one that gave you a hard time recently, and then you went back and
Hideaway.
Heroes Hideout.
Oh, yeah. Heroes Hideout.
So Heroes Hideout had you on recently for an event, and then there was a live thing where you could watch live and order photos and stuff. So me being me, I was gonna be like, oh, cool. I'll jump onto the live thing again. Say hi to Sarge and order a signature or whatever. Support my hero. But they made you do it on a specific app, and the bloody app wasn't working for me, so I missed out on the whole event.
Oh no! Oh,
yeah.
No.
So instead of just doing it on Facebook like normal people, you had to download an app, you had to register, and then you had to put your phone number in it, and then they got to send you a text so that you can be all in on it, and it just never happened. Try to do that at 3 a.m. Maybe it was just this
kind
guy.
That difficult. Got to make it nice and easy.
Why make it difficult? Yeah.
Way too difficult. I don't know if anybody saw the social media that Dustin Rhodes sent out. He wasn't too happy with them either.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't want to get into anybody else's problems. I had my own, and I took care of it.
I was saying it was a nightmare, but yeah.
Yeah.
Thought I'd bring that up. But I'll leave it. I'll get back to you, Kelly, because I'm not the host of the show. I'll shut up for a minute.
Thank you, Zazel. I appreciate you letting me have my show back.
Sorry about that. Carry on.
I'll just leave.
That's fine. You're welcome.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
She got mad and left.
Now I'm really going to get it next.
Man.
Yeah.
You have really done it now. Oh, there she is. Okay.
All right. I'm back.
Okay, Cora.
I'm back off.
I mean, Kelly.
So, I wore this sweatshirt today to my son's basketball game, and I got a couple. Hey, I like
nice.
Shirt. Yeah. And I was like, thanks. It's my dad.
It looks good in red. I just wear the black one.
Yeah. Nice. So, Zazel, I wanted to tell you my streamathon video got taken down.
What?
Because of WWE claimed copyright.
They removed it?
And so we have to edit it and get it back up.
Okay, I can do that. What was on the streamathon video that was
my
WWE?
Dad's very long handlebar mustache?
Yeah. Oh. Okay, I'll trim that section out and we'll put it back up. I did not know that.
Yes.
So they just won't let it play, or is?
Yeah. Well, I'll
fix it.
Fix it. It's not there. Yeah.
Okay. This is the first I've heard of this. What's going on?
Oh.
We'll discuss about it later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a video that we did during Streamathon, and which was 6 hours long on 6 different channels. And the WWE claimed copyright on my video, so YouTube shut my video down.
Really?
Yes, because there's a video of you going to the ring when you had this big, huge mustache that went down to here. You were going to fight Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Well, let's not play it again or anything.
Okay.
And I was like, can I respond to the WWE and be like, that's my dad, and I'm pretty sure he owns his own stuff. So
I guess we're all airing our grievances today. Sorry about that, Kelly. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I just saw where they're having the 30th anniversary of Raw. My baby. Not to give them a plug or anything, but I'm not even invited.
Wow.
How can
Unbelievable.
you have a 30th anniversary of Raw and not have Sergeant Slaughter on there? I helped make that. I mean, what the heck's going on here?
In more ways than one, you helped with that.
Gee whiz. I found so many of the stars of that. Some of them were in boxes, that I discovered. And about a year, not too long ago, DX had a 25th anniversary on Raw. I think it was Raw. And I wasn't invited to that either.
Unbelievable.
If it wasn't for Sergeant Slaughter and Commissioner Slaughter, DX wouldn't probably existed. I mean, give me
pitchforks. Everyone get their pitchforks.
You don't even invite me?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, there's that whole Lacey Evans thing, too, that we won't talk about.
Oh.
Yeah, saw that unfold.
It's like I told when we did the Joe Fest. I saw the Joe Fest advertised. And it was their first year. And they were all excited. We had we had a great time, blah, blah, blah. And I got on my phone and sent them a message back. And I said, wait a minute. You had a Joe Fest without Sergeant Slaughter?
Right.
How can you have a Joe Fest with G.I. Joe and not have Sergeant Slaughter there? It doesn't sound right to me.
Doesn't sound right to me either.
And I got a call. I got a response in about 2 seconds saying, "This can't be really Sergeant Slaughter." We would love to have you. Well, but why did you contact me? So I said, that's the same process. What I'm trying to say with Raw and DX. There some people helped pave that yellow brick road for a lot of people, and you can't just forget about it.
Right.
Anyway, it
seems to me like there's a little bit of lack of respect in the WWE right now for some reason, and I don't know why. Just because, first of all, the whole Lacey Evans thing, and the fact that she just took the Cobra Clutch like it belonged to her, and if it belongs to anyone besides you, it would be me. And a Slaughter daughter, she is not. And she didn't even ask you. And Ronda Rousey asked Roddy Piper if it was okay for her to use Rowdy.
Yep.
Right.
So who the hell does Lacey Evans think she is to just take the Cobra Clutch and start using it like it's her shit?
No idea.
No.
I wish her luck, but that's not the Cobra Clutch. Believe me.
She doesn't even know how to put it on properly, and she's calling it the Cobra Clutch. I mean, come on, Lacey. Are you dumb?
We might have to let her have the Cobra Clutch and change mine to the Slaughter Clutch.
Okay.
Whole different thing.
Well, at least Ted DiBiase changed the name of it to the $1 Million Dream.
Yeah.
At least there was a name change when he stole the move.
Yeah. Right.
And who he ever beat?
I don't know, the IRS.
Who did he ever beat? Other than, well, I won't bring up any of that stuff.
So, Dad,
yeah,
I'm going to switch gears here a little bit.
Yeah, please.
So, I have so much I could say about Lacey Evans, but I'm not going to. There is this commercial that you did back in the 80s, and we probably can't show it because of copyright issues. And I don't want my video getting taken down again.
I've got a link to it in the description, so if anyone wants to go and check it out after the stream, they can go and watch the commercial after the live. Just in case.
Watch it afterwards. Or if you were smart, you did your research and watched it before. Anyway. So, Dad, you were in this little commercial for this little tiny little soda company called Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
And you did a Diet Coke commercial.
I did.
And hey, Pericles. Did I say it right that time, Zazel?
I say Pericles, but I'm not convinced I'm saying it right either. So
Pericles Dragon Ball Z watched it before the stream. Thank you for doing your homework.
Brilliant.
So I think that this is such an interesting story because of the whole vending machine. But I will let you tell the story. How were you first approached with being in a Diet Coke commercial? And when you were approached, did you know all the other celebrities that were going to be in the commercial with you?
Oh, no, I didn't. I had left the WWF for G.I. Joe, and that commercial came in between those events. And I think it was 1985 that we did that commercial. It maybe 84, maybe it didn't air till 85. I'm not quite sure. But it was the first time that when I left WWF, I was the first big name that was out there, kind of like, I'll just go to the groups that are putting shows on, go have some fun, make a few dollars, and we called them indies. And all of a sudden, we were having to get out of the high schools because we were drawing so many people that it was getting to be kind of a too small of an event. But then, of course, here comes G.I. Joe. I had to concentrate on G.I. Joe and not go get killed in the ring. And but AWA, where I first started in this business, would allow me to go on their show and promote G.I. Joe. So that's a lot why I went back to the AWA, because they saw the advantage of having a animated cartoon character, first one that ever was real, and be on their show as a wrestler too. They saw the good facts of that on their show. So anyway, It was like the first time, I think, era in my era that a wrestler was given that big of a commercial. I mean, that was huge. Diet Coke. I mean, but I just I was told to come out to LA and bring whatever I would normally wear, like in a ring or defending America for G.I. Joe against Cobra, whatever. You have to take a lot of things. When they say just bring everything, bring it all. Well, you want to hire another airplane because I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff. But so I get out there and I get picked up and wine and dine and time to go do the commercial. So I go into this kind of a basement place and see a Coke machine there and lights and the cameras and everything. So here comes a guy. I'm so-and-so, I'm the director and I'm the executive producer, and here's what we got in mind. I didn't even have a script. I was just told to be there. Here's what we want to do. This young girl's having a hard time she put her money in and the darn bottle isn't coming out of the dispenser. So she's like bumping it and everything, and she's mad, and you come along and you go, oh, hang on, I'll help you, miss. And you pick up that machine and you shake it. And out comes the bottle. And she says, thank you, opens it up. And you drop that machine down and give her a salute. And off the two of you go. You did your good deed. I said, oh, sounds good. No lines? No. Don't need any lines. Just that's all we. Okay, sounds good to me. All right. Well, here's the machine. Do you need to warm up or anything? I said, no. Okay. So now you want me to? Is there some place I can put my hands under here, or it's like no place to hold it or pull it up? Finally, they did something and there's a place to grab. So I said, so you want me to get, okay. So 1, 2, here we go. And
it was an actual vending.
What? Yeah. Let me try that one more time. Okay. Here we go. I think my one arm was longer than the other one there for whatever. But it was a real Coke machine. I thought it was a dummy. I thought it was a piece of cardboard.
They wanted you to pick up an actual vending machine, potentially filled with cans.
Yeah. So
and shake it.
I stood back and they looked at me.
Like, why can't you pick up this machine, Sergeant Slaughter?
No way.
Yeah. So
holy moly,
looking at me and
actual machine.
Yeah, and I said, they said, you can't lift that, and I said, I was looking for a candid camera. It was a show that used to be on, and I was looking around like, you're serious, right? That thing probably weighs 1,000 pounds, maybe.
No way.
And he goes, yeah, but you're Sergeant Slaughter. You can't lift that. Time out. Hey, I need to go talk to my guy. So I go find a telephone. Didn't have cell phones back then. So I called my friend, Eddie Nesbaum. He's my attorney also. And he's the one that got me the commercial. So I said, hey, Eddie, they want me to lift up this Coke machine. And the thing got to weigh at least 600, 700, 800 pounds. I don't know. It feels like it's a ton.
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean they want you to lift it up? I said, they want me to lift it up. He said, well, go see how far they want you to lift it up. I said, okay, I'll tell you that. So I said, okay, guys, here we go. just how far do you want me to?
Oh, wow.
I said, high enough. And they said, oh, no, we want it like about that high. I said, well, I'll be right back. And so I cut to the chase. I finally told them, you got to take some weight out of that thing or do something because I can't lift it. And we aren't going to be doing any commercial with me. You might be able to find somebody else that can lift it, but I can't.
So a vending machine weighs anywhere between 400 to 900 pounds.
Wow.
And I don't think that even includes having soda in it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how many Wayne Gaddy could
It
throw.
was full of soda too. Forgot to tell you that. But anyway, so they said, well, go take a break. We'll see what we can do. So they took the thing, apart. And about 2 hours later, they came back and they said, okay, can you try it now? Tough guy.
Wow.
Said, okay.
We took all the Coke out of it.
They said, we're not going to shoot. We just want to see if you can lift it. So I get under it and I go, Jesus. And I got it about that high up, and I couldn't hold it very long. I had to put it back down. And I said, I walked around, and the motor was still in it. They just took like the bottle compartments out and this and that. Took some weight off of it, but it was still probably about 300 pounds, maybe not that much, but at least 250 pounds.
Jeez.
So, long story short, we got some cables.
Well, that makes sense.
We got cables up there. I'm no hero to these things. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not lift that machine by myself. So when the time was right and we went through the whole thing and I went to lift it, we did it about 4 or 5 times, but I got under it and up I went and I saw those pulleys up there.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank the Lord. Put it back down and gave her the salute and off we went. And that's what happened.
I can't believe it. I can't believe they didn't already have it on a pulley system or
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Or empty to begin with. They just assumed that you were Sergeant Slaughter and you could lift this 400 to 900 pound.
Yeah.
That is
crazy. I did another one with Western Union. I think it was right after that. And it was bam, but I can never find it on. Can never find it.
We'll find it.
I'll give it a shot.
Western Union.
So, Dad,
I'll have a look.
Very clever.
May not realize this about you, but you're actually a SAG member. You are a member of SAG, which is the Screen Actors Guild.
Yeah, AFTRA also.
Yeah, and AFTRA. And so you actually get sent all of the nominees for different awards for the Oscars, right?
Yes.
And the SAG Awards.
Yes.
And so it's kind of neat because I get to take them from you sometimes.
Yeah. They said you I guess it'd be a VHS. When I first started doing this, they were VHSs, but now they're DVDs. And a lot of times you get just tickets to go see the show at a theater too.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to see best actor, best actress. I figure they're both the same. An actor is an actor, whether it's a female or a male.
Right.
And best picture, things like that. And it's fun to get those things. And get a chance to watch them. I don't always get to watch them right the same time. Sometimes it's a few days apart, but it's fun. It's fun to do that. And of course, Kelly and the family members get to watch them too.
Sometimes we fight over them. And what's really funny is I'm like, we're fighting over something. I'm like, wait a minute, this is on Netflix.
Yeah.
I can watch it on Netflix. You can have it, Mom.
Yeah.
So did you become a member of AFTRA and SAG because of the Diet Coke commercial, or was that something you had to do because of G.I. Joe?
G.I. Joe, I believe, was the first time I had to do it. But you may be right. It might have been the Diet Coke commercial that I joined SAG on. That'd be a good thing to try to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be kind of fun to see, where I did first. I know I did a couple of movies and some other commercials too. But
so there was a question of whether or not you can go to the Oscars.
if I can go,
you'd have to go, right?
I'm not sure if I'm that I have that much fun. What do you got in mind?
You can't even get invited to the WWE stuff. Oh.
Yeah, I can't get invited to the WWE thing. So I just thought maybe you were thinking about maybe doing a podcast from there or something.
No.
Live.
No,
the
live.
Academy Awards.
The Academy
that
Awards.
would be cool, though.
I know
Slaughter Daughter
here.
podcast.
Nobody knows me. That would be embarrassing.
So do you drink Pepsi now, Sarge, because of the Coke experience?
The what?
Are you a Pepsi fan because of the Coke experience?
Yeah.
Well, you would be after that.
When I got to see the finished product, I didn't realize that all these famous people were going to be in the thing too. I thought it was just me. And Vicki Lawrence was in it. I think that the group Devo started it. It's been a long time since I've seen it. Andy Warhol was in it.
You didn't even do your own homework, Dad?
Harvey Korman was in it. No, I didn't.
I don't recognize a lot of the actors in there. I do recognize Devo, but there's a couple of them that I think are just localized to you guys.
Wasn't Andy Warhol in it?
Andy Warhol, yeah.
Yeah, he's in there.
I wouldn't recognize him.
Harvey Korman.
Yeah.
Vicki Lawrence. I was on her show. Win, Lose, or Draw, I think it was.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's why you get so weird when we play Pictionary.
Yeah.
Who's on this show? I'm going to win. And
I always figure if you're going to go all the way.
Yeah.
You're going to play to win.
Play to win.
He'll come up with all these things, and we're just like, Dad, we just want to play the freaking game.
So don't pull out Monopoly when I get there, guys. It might end badly.
No, when we get here, we're doing a savage race.
Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. That's all I need.
I don't think I ever lost a game of Monopoly.
How does anyone truly win?
I hate Monopoly.
Yeah, we used to play for weeks at a time. We just didn't do it constantly. We had to trust each other.
I hated playing Monopoly. I hated it. It was my least favorite game to play. I never won. I'd get so excited because I'd be like, oh, I finally got on Park Avenue and I'm going to buy it. And then I would buy it and I would spend up all my money and then I'd wait for somebody else to land on it. Yeah. And no one would land on it. And then I'd just sit there and all my money would go.
Yeah.
And then I'd have to fold and go bankrupt. It's awful. I hate it.
A good lesson in life, actually.
Well, that's true. So for Christmas, 4 years in a row, I got a set of Monopoly. 4 years in a row. Now, they were different types. So I had a Ghostbusters one. I had a Transformers one. They were not normal Monopoly. They were, they had different things on it. But the problem with a game of Monopoly for a gift is that it requires more than one person to use it. And do you know how many people wanted to play Monopoly over Christmas? No one. So I had a gift that was basically just a box to look at. I hate Monopoly.
Yeah.
I hate Monopoly too.
Kelly, Pericles did his homework and says that he recognized Devo, Harvey Korman, Vicki Lawrence, Jean Anthony Ray, who was a dancer. Didn't see Warhol, and didn't recognize the woman with Sarge. That may have just been a model, maybe.
Yeah, she was just a model. She wasn't just a model. She's probably some famous person today. But she kind of gave me this look too.
Like, you can't lift that up.
Come on, buddy. You can't lift that up. I'm going to be here all day.
Just give me my can of Coke.
I think it took like 2 days to do the thing.
So can I ask you a quick question, Sarge, about burgers? I had someone send me a message that they wanted to know about burgers. It's a very specific question. Yeah. All right. They want to know. So it's Jake R. from Texas wants to know what your favorite kind of burger, fast food or restaurant. How do you like it made? Do you like it with double bacon or triple meat?
I know the answer to this. So if you don't answer it correctly, you're wrong.
Oh.
Wow. One of my favorite places that I don't get to go to much is In-N-Out Burger.
Right.
I like In-N-Out burgers. I guess because I don't get to have them all the time. I guess if I had them, I would. But anyway, they're really good. And then, of course, back in Minnesota, there's Lion's Tap. I mean, that's without a doubt the best hamburger that this body has ever put in it. I mean, it's been there for many, many, many years. Where I grew up in Eden Prairie, Minnesota, and right down the road is a spring, water spring, and water 24/7 flows through there, and you're welcome to take whatever you want.
People show up with the gallon jugs and fill up the jugs, and
people line up, to get this free water. There's no charge. Man that owned it, his name was Miller, and when he went to pass on, he put in his will that spring was to continue to run, and no one was to ever be charged to take the water, and it's still running today. I mean, it's incredible, and it's just a great spot right down there in the river bottoms. But that's a really good place to eat. But they only serve hamburgers.
Okay.
You get them all kinds of ways, and they got French fries, and they got a couple other things that they've put on. They've added bacon and things like that. But I'm not a bacon eater. I don't eat much bacon. I like my burgers to be medium rare with a nice couple pieces of cheese on there, and I like to eat it just like that. Maybe a buttered bun, but I don't go for any mustard or ketchup or pickles. I just like to taste the meat.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to have a restaurant. And one of my things was going to be when you ate a Sergeant Slaughter hamburger, you'd go, "Where's the bun?" Remember the old commercial? Where's the beef? Where's the beef? I was always going to have it. Where's the bun? There's so much meat on it, Anyway, I can't be, reached if you have any ideas like that. You want to put his name on it. But anyway, I just thought it was a pretty clever thing. But that's how I like to eat my meat also.
You just like meat and cheese and bun. You don't like lettuce, tomato, just meat and cheese.
I will. Your mom, your mother, and your grandmother and my mother used to have what they called the California burger, and that you put a piece of cheese on it, lettuce, tomato, and
onion,
and that was called the California burger back where I grew up. That was a treat. I mean, that was
no pineapple.
That was the real treat.
Pineapple is delicious on a teriyaki burger. And if he ever opened up a burger place, the Slaughter Daughter was going to be a teriyaki burger with a grilled pineapple slice.
Nice.
Around on it.
Yeah.
There's a question here side saying, where did you get your sweater from? They want one.
One of these? I just happened to be going looking for a couple T-shirts for Kelly and her sister, and a few things for Christmas. And I saw it, and I said, "Hey, I'm going to get one of those." So that's how I got it.
Where's mine?
Probably. I'm sure it'll be coming soon.
Well, okay. Kelly, you have your own merch store at the moment, which is fully active.
Do.
I'm gonna get the link and throw that in the chat.
I like that picture of the Sarge.
Yeah, I've got my own. Yeah, that is a really good picture of Sarge from G.I. Joe.
Yeah, it's in brown too. Usually I get black, but I thought this would go good with a pair of beige jeans or
khakis.
Khakis to black jeans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Black is your signature color, Dad. You love black.
It is. I do. I like black.
Everything black. We even got you black towels for your hot tub.
That's right. Oh, yeah, monogrammed.
Monogrammed. Yeah, that's right.
Black's my color too, but only because it hides all my rolls. It's very slimming.
It's funny because not everybody looks good in black. And there we go. There's the Slaughter Daughter official merch.
Yeah.
Which Zazel is not wearing, even though I'm repping his merch.
Yeah.
But whatever, Zazel.
Give me a moment.
You can lead them to the water, but you can't make them drink it.
No, but I can hold his head under the water for a little.
Yeah, you would do that. You would do that. Yeah, I know that for sure.
He'll get some of it somehow.
Where'd he go? He's got to come back sooner or later.
I think he's changing.
Oh, he's changing. Okay.
He's already nervous because of the Savage Race.
Yeah.
I'm going to subject him to the Savage Race. You just have no idea how excited I am for that.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. Now, the thing is, he doesn't know this.
What?
And I don't even know if he's behind that screen right now. But so Spartan is like the creme de la creme. That's like the hardest, most difficult one that you can do, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Savage Race is a little easier.
Okay.
It's still hard and challenging for sure, 100%, but it'll be more manageable for someone that's never done one before.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think he'll
repping the merch.
I think I hope you get a sale out of all that.
Yeah. What
did you break a sweat?
I'll buy one.
A little.
I'll buy one.
That was your first obstacle.
Well, yeah, I'll rep it when I'm over there doing the death sentence, or as you call it, the Savage Race.
Savage Race.
Yeah.
But
it's only 5 to 7 miles.
Is that all?
Let me see what that is in kilometers.
Did you say only?
Only 5 miles to kilometers.
I don't know if you'll make it to Joe Fest.
Well,
I don't think
who's going to push the wheelchair?
Might have to have your ticket ready to auction off.
Sarge, will you speak at my eulogy?
Of course I will.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate it.
Zazel, it's only 8 to 11 kilometers.
You don't mind if Kelly and I get some wine and toast
and wait at the end of the line?
And then we'll pour the rest of the wine on your grave.
I'll just go through first and then come back for you.
If I run backwards, do I get any points or do I get instantly disqualified?
No. There is no disqualification.
Just got to remember it's going to come through our kidneys.
or your liver.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do my very best to not only survive it, but to finish.
Finish.
You will finish.
Let's not put the cart in front of the horses.
Carry you.
Right.
I will carry you. I will drag. Ambry is doing it with us.
Will I be lifting anything?
And
it might take you a couple of days, but you'll probably.
You can do my weight, and I'll do your weight.
All right, perfect. Yeah. Lilith is going to lend me their wheelchair.
I'm sure you're going to finish, but I don't know when.
How many pieces I'll be in.
Yeah. Cameron and I will drag you. We'll be dragging you through the mud.
They should have a camera crew off for this.
Well, I think someone will probably get some video footage of it.
I think you should be filming this whole trip.
We are.
I'll get one day in, and it'll be the end of it. We'll have a little message coming up. Zazel did not last the week.
He went to Jail Fest early. He called an Uber.
Due to technical difficulties.
Legend has it he's still trying to beat the race.
He's somewhere out there, and if
he's
at
still
night
there.
You listen really closely, you can hear this little Australian man going, "Help!
Me!" And he loves Cheerios.
Find me.
Yeah. Put a line of Cheerios at the bottom. I'll see if I can find my way out.
We'll make sure you get through it. Well, I'm not sure if you're going to get through it, but we'll get you back home anyway.
Maybe not in one piece. Yeah, ashes.
You think Kelly? You think he'll really get through that obstacle course? And
he's gonna have to. He's gonna get through it, and he's gonna be like, "Damn, look at what I just did," and he's gonna feel so awesome about himself.
It'd be more like, "Oh my god, it hurts. Oh, it's a burn. Oh, it burns. I'm dying."
I think I'm gonna have a.
You're gonna get through the obstacle. And you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, look at what I just did! I can't believe I just did that." Now goes Zazel that we just signed in.
That was just the steps up to get to the register.
Yeah. That's just the walk from the car to the venue, dude.
Yeah. There you go.
Classified said that Zazel's going to say, "Oh, my flight was delayed. I can't make it."
Oh, milk was a bad choice.
That's what he's probably praying for.
No, you know what? I'm excited. I think it's going to be painful. It's going to be excruciating, but it's going to be fun. So I'm all for it.
So I don't know if you've heard me say that Spartan is like up here as far as like difficulty and challenging, and that's like, creme de la creme. Right. And then so Savage Race is not as challenging as a Spartan. It's still challenging. Right. It's still going to be fun. There's obstacles in a Savage Race that I've never seen or done before. So it's going to be a new experience for me and for Cambry. So
sounds like a good time. Sounds like fun. Yeah. Sounds like fun.
It is fun. It is fun. And what makes it even funnier is being able to watch Zazel do it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to start eating better. I'm going to start exercising more. This
I
is the
get
lie
a
I'm going to
feeling
tell myself
somebody's
right
going to be
after it.
peeing their pants.
Well, yes.
We'll get you
Correct.
a diaper. Don't worry, Zazel.
I might need one. Yeah.
Uh,
Any exercising when you don't exercise regularly is challenging. Yeah. So I better get onto it. I've got, what, 5 months? 5 months to get into shape?
5 months.
Easy peasy.
I can send
Joseph
you
wants
a training regimen if you want one.
I need it. Anything other than what I'm doing now, which is almost nothing. So is there anywhere where we can buy autographs and stuff? Joseph is asking, Sarge. Have you set up your website yet?
have I?
Has anyone?
I have no idea. I don't. That's not my part of the business. I just
Yeah.
show up.
We'll
So
work it out.
is there a way for people, if they have something that they want you to sign, is there a way for them to get that to you? Is that something Paul would do?
Well, Paul's private inserto is on my
Twitter
account. If you look at that heading, what do they call that? Where you have your information.
Yeah.
In the
But
description of
is
your
that
Twitter?
something that Paul can help with? Is
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
I'm sure he would. We need to set up a store, I guess, or something like that.
Yeah, you need to your website.
Right.
Zazel, I'm gonna send this to you.
Mm-hmm.
And you can post it.
Okay.
For Paul Inserto.
So you follow.
So this is who you want to contact.
Yes, I see it. All right.
If you want if there's something in particular you want signed.
Yeah, I'm on the road a lot, and so it's easier to send it all to one place that I can catch up to it.
All right, I'll throw that in the chat.
Did you happen to see this little caricature?
Yeah,
yes,
what is that all about? That was cool.
Isn't that cool?
That is very cool.
That's another gift from a fan that came by. Oh, here's a Triple T tank. Remember the Triple T?
Oh, it's in box and everything. Bring it closer.
Yeah.
Bring it closer. Bring it closer.
Bring
it closer.
Bring it closer.
Oh, that is so cool. It's got the price tag still on it. How much did it cost originally?
$12.95.
Wow.
Bargain.
How much is it worth now?
Oh, I saw one for $3,500, but it wasn't in a box like this.
Wow, that's brilliant. File card on the back. Everything's still intact inside.
That's the first one I was given.
Nice. That's so cool.
Fine, that's my baby.
Yeah.
My first figure that I, just one of those beauties.
Yeah.
Dad, I just saw Phil's name Treasures for Trigger come up, and that is Phil. He says, "Oh, that's sweet."
Yeah.
But Phil is the one who sent you the stuff from Japan.
Yes, that was wonderful. We all enjoyed that so much.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in the family, we sat around on our Christmas, which we had like 2 weekends after Christmas, where we could get everybody together. And I waited to open that package up and share it with my family. And it very high marks. And I really thank you so much for that.
You opened it Christmas Eve, but we ate it 2 weeks later.
Yeah, we ate it. Yeah. And I passed your note around because people said, who's it from? And then I showed them who it was from. Explained that it was a friend of Kelly's and now mine. And it was real nice. You put some smiles on faces, including mine.
And you know, in our family, chocolate orange is like, we love chocolate orange.
Oh,
Basil, you will learn to love it.
Yuck. Gross.
yeah. Anything orange is good.
Yeah,
I like
chocolate.
oranges. There's just something about chocolate orange.
I know we had orange beef. Not
Orange beef.
Chinese
beef.
food.
Chinese.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First time I saw that ordered in a while.
All right. Well, that might be something to give a go. Like, I don't mind orange. I don't mind other orange flavors. But there's just something about choc orange that I can't get behind. I don't know what it is.
Well, there's just
obviously I'm wrong. Yeah. Obviously, it's my fault. It's my problem.
It is. It's your fault you don't like it.
Oh, hey, look at that.
You ever see one of these?
I've never seen one in person.
You want one?
Is that the bubble bath or the shampoo?
The bubble bath.
Bubble bath.
Yeah, bubble bath.
It's broken.
Yeah, all the bubbles have come out.
Pretty cool.
That is very cool.
It's stuff laying around here. Oh. Remember the commissioner?
Yes.
Funny stuff.
It's
Do
good.
you have
That's
one
what I
of
was
those?
saying about DX. You know, Commissioner Slaughter was part of DX. I mean,
That's right.
and they didn't even have me on the show.
Pretty much created DX. They were very against you, Sarge.
Oh, yeah. This one I just had Randy Orton.
Okay. Yeah, the Legend Killer.
He and I are in the Legends Killers. I believe this was 1980. Gosh.
Oh, they've got your G.I. Joe picture on the front of that one.
Probably 90 something. But anyway, I had a whole bunch of them in a box over the years, been moving them around. And I heard that Randy Orton, was kind of laid up at home, going to have the operation. And I heard some people were going to have some things signed. And I said, hey, see if Randy will sign these, And he did it. So
It's
anyway,
interesting that they've got your. It's interesting that they've got your G.I. Joe picture on there.
Out in our shows. The only place you could get a Randy Orton, was if and me to sign, because I got I don't know, maybe I don't say how many I got. Gonna be really a hot item. Randy Orton, Sergeant Slaughter.
Cool one.
I love that Sergeant Slaughter outfit in this one.
So, I don't know how WWE got away with using the Hasbro G.I. Joe USA costume on the picture there, but it looks cool.
Right. Pretty
Vegemite
cool
Kelly, I got a couple of jars for you and for your neighbor.
My neighbor loves it.
So I'm sending those over with some Kinder surprises and a few little trinkets, little gifties for the kids and stuff. So I'll get that sent out. I also
office in there or
some Jaffa. Yeah.
Jaffa.
Don't worry, I haven't touched any of the Jaffas, so they're safe. But yeah, I put instructions.
They're like almost like plain M&Ms, but they're round and it's chocolate orange.
Yeah, we call them Jaffas.
Jaffas. So he's sending me some, but I'm not sharing.
I wouldn't eat it, so they're good to go. Good to send. Vegemite shapes. There was a Vegemite cookie. We had a Vegemite roast chicken. Did you see that picture I sent you, Kelly? I sent it in the group chat. You can get roast chickens from the supermarket, which are Vegemite flavored. Even I'm not into trying that out. Like, we are crazy over here for Vegemite. But I'll send that stuff over. But I have to show you how to actually properly put Vegemite on toast, because you Yankees always smothering it. Always smothering the Vegemite. It's madness.
I will totally try it again when you're here.
Yeah.
Jaffa.
All right. All right, mate. I'll eat a Jaffa. And then that's my Australian accent. I can't do a very good Aussie accent. Isn't that weird?
Well, I do a great American accent. I can do all sorts of regions of the United States.
Phil says that his dad used to make a Marmite sauce. Back when I was a kid, they used to make a broth out of Vegemite and give to us kids. So we're raised on it.
Gosh.
Yeah. Cheers. Thank you.
Oh, did you get a milkshake?
Jeeves gave me a beer.
That's a lot of head on that beer.
Jeeves, yeah.
Yeah, Jeeves sucks. He poured you a very frothy beer.
He did. There's the rest of it there.
Well,
cheers.
You're going to wear most of that. Cheers. Thanks, Jeeves.
Am I allowed to drink on the air?
Yes.
Yeah,
you can do whatever you want, Dad.
Chug, 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 chug.
I'm out of water. I need some more water. So
hey,
go ahead. Go ahead, Zazel. It's your show.
Look at this.
No, I was far out.
Have you ever seen one of these?
No, I've never seen one of those in person.
Boy.
Which one's that's the
rule breaker.
Rule breaker one. Yeah, that thing's worth money.
Oh.
Yes.
Gonna put my granddaughters through college.
Well, you could with that one. I'll probably be the one that bids on it.
And your grandson.
And your grandson. And my grandson. What do you mean about your grandson?
I said, and your grandson.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
How did going down the line?
Did he win today? No.
No.
They lost.
My son plays basketball.
Oh, he's not a basketball.
It's his first year playing.
Oh.
And they are little kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's interesting because there's, it's like an age group, and I think it's to 11.
Yeah.
Like 7 to 11, I think.
Oh,
and
okay.
he's 10. So he's like, got one more year in that age group. And some of the kids on there, they have to be 11. I don't think they can be any older than that. And they're like taller than I am. I'm like,
wow.
But are you 11?
Birth certificate.
Are you sure you're 11?
Yeah.
I went to a concert last night with my husband. Well, a music show. It's a Sublime cover band called Badfish. And they're great. And it's always a great time. And it made me think of you, Dad, because at this one point, me and my friend, it was like a double date. So we left the husbands in the back. And we were like, let's go forward more. And so we go forward a little bit more. And we found this good spot. And we're jamming. And we're having a great time. And then all of a sudden, here comes Sasquatch. And he comes and stands right in front of us. And we're like, he was like, took up. And so she's laughing because she's like, where did he come from? And like, you have to come and go right in front of us. Like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
And I was like, that reminds me of like my dad when he was that age and wanting to go see a show, and he wants to get up front too, but you don't get to be in the front. You got to go in the back.
That's right.
We were like,
I always get the side. I did that AC/DC from the side of the stage.
Nice.
Oh my God.
That'll be a good show.
My ears were like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I did, it was sensational. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've yet to see
it. Did you like the video I sent you this afternoon?
No, I didn't watch it because I was at the basketball.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't get to watch it yet.
I sent you Merle Haggard. Twinkle, twinkle, lucky star.
The song you used to torture me with?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks.
I want you to get ready for tonight.
Oh. So you could torture me some more, but that's okay. I learned from the best, Zazel.
Yeah.
The torture.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Between that and the tickle monster. Yeah.
Yeah. The tickle monster.
Yeah, it's a tickle monster.
Torture us with these horrible songs.
This is why you're so into torture now, Kelly, and that's why you're going to put me through the ringer when I get there.
That's exactly right. That's exactly
It's
right.
hereditary.
You
don't walk around with a name like Slaughter and Slaughter Daughter and, pat people on the back and say, good try.
No. We might give you a good punch. Good try.
Yeah. Slug me one.
So, Dad,
Yes.
we've been on for a little over an hour.
Yes.
So, was there anything that you wanted to talk about or bring up while we're live?
Oh, well, we're pretty excited about the upcoming season here. Go to San Antonio next Saturday. And then I believe I've got something family related going on the following weekend. But then from that point on, we're on the road and looking forward to seeing everybody. The G.I. Joe action figure is out now. It's at the stores, and the what's the little guy? The Pops, the Funko Pop.
Oh, yes.
Funko Pops.
And I'm sure we're going to see a lot of those this whole year, And I'm sure we're going to see a lot of, there you go. A lot of Sergeant Slaughter wrestling and G.I. Joe collectibles coming through and meet everybody and put the Cobra clutch on them. It's funny how many women volunteer to get the Cobra clutch and not their husbands.
Wow.
Oh, it's okay. I said, what? You want your wife to take the Cobra clutch? Well, yeah, I'll take the Cobra clutch. So we have some fun with it. But
you'll be in San Antonio.
Yeah. I don't.
And then where are you going to be coming up? I get asked this a lot of where you're going to be, and I always direct people to your Twitter.
Yeah, that's where I would go because I don't really have my book in front of me.
Right. So I direct people to go to your Twitter because they can tweet you and ask you where you're going to be next. You tweet where you're going to be coming up.
Yeah, I do. I do. Yeah. You can always catch me on there doing that.
Yeah.
I'm going to do one for San Antonio, this week now because we're rounding the corner and heading that way. So I got some fun things I'm going to shoot out there,
I love the way you tweet, Dad, because it's so obvious you don't know how Twitter works.
No idea. No idea.
What?
Nobody ever taught me.
I love it. I love it, and I think it makes you more like human to people because it's like I'm like, what are you doing? I asked you. I said, hey, Dad, I tweeted something. Can you retweet it? You went, yeah, I retweeted it, and then I look, and you just wrote out this whole thing. There was no links, no nothing. It was not a retweet. I was like, this is not.
I just do what I'm told.
That's not what I told you to do.
Probably not. That's the way I figured it.
But I love it. I think it's hilarious. I'm like, that's how you know it's really him. Because he doesn't know what he's doing.
I had to laugh. I was doing something on my cell phone, and the big guy comes next to me and he goes, finally, now and he gathers his family around and said, see the Sarge? See how big his fingers are? See how big my fingers are? That's why we have a hard time getting back to you so fast because we do. He said, how does that work on your A's? I said, no, tell me. It's not me. It's not me that's going crazy. No. When we want to hit the A, we always, at the same time, hit the capitalizer. And every time we hit the A, it's capitalized. Because it went up. Like, I got to go back and erase that and put it to the regular A, but.
There have been many times where I've been watching over your shoulder and I get so frustrated. I take your phone and I do it really quick.
Just like, and this guy was getting a kick out of it because he said, now, I said, now I understand. It wasn't just me.
No, we all have our issues with technology. I have big thumbs, so I have big hands, but I have big thumbs, and so I'll do that too, where I'll try to hit the A, and it hits the capital, and then everything's capital, or the next letter is capital, and then my autocorrect corrects things, and there'll be like a whole sentence in there, and I'm like, what does that even say? I did not type the.
Yeah.
Hey, classified. That is how he texts also. Yeah. You are a lover of emojis, Dad.
Oh, gosh. I'm trying to figure out a way to do a Sergeant Slaughter saluting emoji. I've got, different signs in my Sergeant Slaughter cover, but I would love to get one saluted. It's probably my number one.
Oh, you mean your avatar?
I guess.
Because they have a saluting emoji now.
Yeah, they have a saluting one, but it doesn't have my hat.
Yeah, you want your avatar.
Yeah, there you go. Is that too much to ask for? Come on, Elon. Is it too much to ask for?
Yeah, make it Twitter specific, Elon Musk.
Yeah. Tweet Elon and make him give you one. I don't know. He doesn't even have anything to do with the emojis.
Well, he will. Apple. He will now. I'm looking for you, Elon.
If anyone can make it happen
for you, Elon.
Does anyone in the chat have any questions for Sarge?
Oh.
Let me go back and see if there's any while we wait.
Anything that we missed? Or any questions for Zazel while he's alive?
Is there anybody? is there anybody out there?
Oh yes, there's definitely people out there.
Oh. Is there anybody in here?
Remember the Titanic? Hello, is anybody out there? How about that controversy?
It's like the saddest part of the movie.
Yeah, the controversy they're having about should she have invited him up on that door instead of making him lay in the water?
There was enough room for both of them on that door.
Would it have floated? Would it float?
Yes, it floated.
With their weight on it?
They could have taken turns.
Yeah, could have taken turns.
They could have laid on top of each other and kept each other warm with their body heat.
Right.
But no, she's like, I'll never let go. Let me break your hand and let go of you.
Oh, bitch.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, geez.
Dad, have you ever had boiled peanuts?
Boiled peanuts?
Boiled peanuts.
I have.
Do you like them?
I have enjoyed them. I just I don't do well with those. They're hard for me to eat.
Why?
I'm more into the crunchy stuff.
Oh yes,
because I don't have a whole lot of places to chew.
Running out of teeth.
So it is what it is. And they still didn't invite me to the raw. Anyway.
Unbelievable.
I don't like boiled peanuts for the same reason that I've been chewing ice and now my tongue is numb. So
my tongue is numb.
My tongue is numb. I don't like boiled peanuts either. Like, I like the flavor. My neighbor who likes the Vegemite makes boiled peanuts all the time. And I'm like, the flavor is good, but I just can't do like this soft peanut. It's like, have you ever had boiled peanuts, Zazel?
Boiled peanuts? No, I don't know. There's something about boiled nut that just doesn't sound right to me. It just why are we boiling it? It's good enough roasted, it's good enough plain. Why are we throwing it in water? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, it makes
it's a tradition. It's a Southern tradition.
Did they do it to preserve them for some reason? Or like, I'd understand it if it was for longevity, but
they serve them at the breakfast with Sarge at Joe Fest.
Oh gosh. No, well, I'll try one.
I'm just kidding.
The last time I opened up a jar of boiled peanuts, a snake jumped out, so I just stopped.
So you just stay away from them after that?
Yeah.
I've never had. I know that they sell them in cans, but I've never had them that way. Usually, you see them on like on the way to the beach, and there'll be like little stands where they sell produce and boiled peanuts and things like that. But I've never had them out of the can. Dad, what is your favorite WWF match of all time?
Oh gosh. Number one, I'd have to say the alley fight with Pat Patterson.
Yeah.
This is Square Garden. And also the boot camp match with the Iron Sheik in Madison Square Garden. They're two of my favorites in a WWF ring.
What about outside of the WWF?
Anytime I was in the ring with Harley Race, the Briscoe brothers, and had Don Coronado as my tag team partner against Steamboat and Youngblood.
Yes, that cage match is great.
It didn't matter who our opponents were as long as he was my partner. But we had a really nice run with Steamboat Youngblood. Yeah, it actually started Starrcade with the WCW, and it started WrestleMania with WWF. Okay. Right after that show in Greensboro that we did, Starrcade decided that they would pay-per-view the next one that they did there.
Okay.
We were still in the age of what's that screen that if you're not able to get into the building, you go next door, you watch it on a screen, almost like a movie, but you're watching a live event on a screen in another part of the building. And so I told the Crockett's, this is going to be huge. So how about if we rent the next door? And when you run out of tickets, you'll have a place for people to go in and watch it. And he said, I don't think I've ever heard too much about that kind of thing. I said, yeah, boxing does it all the time. And when I first went up to Madison Square Garden, when I wrestled the Iron Sheik, Bob Backlund at the first time, and Bruno Sammartino, we not only sold out the Garden, but we sold out the Felt Forum. And people could go into that building and watch the match on the big screen.
That's cool.
And that's where I got the idea to do it for that Greensboro show.
Yeah.
But we only had 5 matches on that card. And Ric Flair and Greg Valentine were wrestling for the championship, the NWA championship. And Roddy Piper was on the show. And Flair came to me and said, Sarge, I talked to Jimmy Crockett. Do you mind if we go on before you guys? And I said, well, you're the champion. You're the main event. We'll never be able to follow you guys. We aren't going to be able to follow you guys. And is it okay with you? I said, yeah, sure, be fine. So I told Colonel, I said, we got a little more time now. because Flair's going to go 45 minutes to whatever. They ended up going to a draw, 60 minutes to a draw. And so it was nice to follow. There was no big ending on hers. It was just like, ding, 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 okay, it's over. And so it was just a really good atmosphere. And gosh, we tore the house down. But they told us, I got to meet Kernodle to drive up to Greensboro. And he said, Sarge, Flair wants me to pick him up and give him a ride from Charlotte to Greensboro, and that he's going to stay. So is it okay? And I said, yeah, I'll follow you guys. So I followed him up as far as I could, and getting more traffic. Pretty soon we get off this exit, and the police cars and the state troopers are, I thought, geez, it must be a big accident or something. And so we get to about halfway up, and finally Kernodle's car goes out of place and starts heading up, just like going crazy. And I said, where is he going? And he told me later that Flair was all, we got to go.
Okay.
We got to get going. We're going to be late. Because we didn't know we didn't have cell phones or anybody to tell what was going on. And so finally I take my time, abiding citizen of the United States of America.
You've never spent a day in your life.
Finally, I get to this like a 7-Eleven right down the hill from the Greensboro Coliseum. And I pulled in, and I went inside, and I said, excuse me, sir, is it possible for me to leave my car here for a little while? I got to get up to the building. He goes, oh, yeah, go ahead, sir. I said, oh, thank you. And so I hoofed it up and got up there, and I got somebody to go down, and I gave him my keys and said, whenever you get a chance, just bring the car up, And it was already like 8:30, and the match started at 8.
Right.
So Kernodle, what happened to you? He said, Flair wanted me to go. He was afraid we weren't going to get here. We didn't know what was going on. And so I go outside and just kind of walking around. It was a cool night out, and state troopers are all out there. And they came over. They said, what is going on with this? We've never seen anything like this. I said, well, what do you mean? He said, we've had probably turned away 60,000 cars. Told them to turn around, and they can't. It's sold out. I said, really? He said, yeah. I said, 60,000 cars? And he goes, yeah. I said, that's the average of 4 in a car. Gosh, we're going to miss out a lot of bread there. A lot of money just turned around and left. And if we would have that little building next door where the people could have,
missed an opportunity.
And that's what started the whole process of the Starcade. Next year, they ran another show in Greensboro, and I was back in New York. And just that's the way it happened. And then, of course, New York said, oh, Starcade, well, we're going to do our own. And they finally came up with WrestleMania. And
you come up with all the good ideas, Sarge. Nobody appreciates that.
And guess who's not invited to the 30th?
Unbelievable.
Of Raw.
Unbelievable. Truly unbelievable.
What is wrong with
who
them?
wasn't invited to the DX, anniversary?
Right.
What is wrong with them, Dad? They have some serious issues going on in the WWE right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't even get invited to the Hall of Fame. Last year's Hall of Fame, I didn't get invited.
And you're a Hall of Famer. You're a Hall of Famer.
Well, I'm the one that discovered the guy that they put into the Hall of Fame, The Undertaker.
Right.
You're idiots.
I think that they want me to be in the audience. So.
They're idiots. I'm telling you, they've lost their minds because what they've done is just
okay. It's all right. We're fine. We're fine.
All right. So, Dad, does the name Ricky Romero Jr. sound familiar?
Yes. Yes. What about Ricky?
Yeah. So he reached out to me on Facebook and sent me a message, and he said, "Your dad and my brother worked together for years."
Yes.
Jay Youngblood was my little brother, and they had historical matches.
Yes. Yes.
And so he wanted me to tell you hi.
Good. Good.
And that you're 4 years older than he is.
Well, happy 70th.
Yeah. He's 71 now, he says.
Yeah. Well, that's great because together with Don Cardolo and myself, with Jay and Ricky Steamboat, we had the most incredible team of four wrestlers that were all generals, basically. But they appointed one to be the ultimate general, which was me. So, and I got the okay from Crockett Promotions. But I had many single matches with Jay also, and Ricky, single matches, which were just incredible. I mean, there's no better feeling, especially if you're not on the last match. If you know who you're working with, you know that you're going to be fine. But for all those that have to say like you're on before intermission because you got to leave and go to another show, that's tough to follow. I mean,
right.
They got to stay after you're gone, and they got to continue doing the show. And you took everything out of the fans. Jay and I did, Ricky and I did. The four of us together did it with the help of Jim Nelson, Private Nelson. It was just a great combination of fun, fun times. But it was like a TV series. We wrote it, we produced it, we directed it.
Mm-hmm.
At least I did. But anyway, there's nothing more satisfying than coming back from a match and knowing that there's 3 or 4 matches that have to follow you. And you just say to yourself, follow that one, boys.
Yeah, good luck.
Follow that one.
Dad,
that's better than anything.
Yeah, I bet that's a great feeling.
Yeah.
Also, the control that you have over the audience.
Yeah.
Have them in the palm of your hand, and you literally control them by what you say and do. You can get them to pop, or you can get them to be silent.
A lost art these days. Lost art.
Something that needs to come back, and we could have you back whenever they want.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing how you go from 6 years, maybe more, of being G.I. Joe. The animated series guy, and in, let's say, less than 5-6 months, you're the most hated man alive. You're not only in wrestling, but walking down the street, you're an Iraqi sympathizer.
Right.
I went from being G.I. Joe, the real American hero, to an Iraqi sympathizer.
Yep. Traitor.
Try doing that sometime. Oof. And doing whatever you had to do. So I didn't, once I was given a role to play, I took it as far as I could. I wanted to get the Oscar. I wanted the Oscar.
You wanted the SAG award.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted. That's what I did every night. And to have people to this day say, Jesus, you were our favorite. I mean, you entertained us like nobody else, and I hated you. I really, gut right hated you. It's the military.
That's a job well done.
The guys in the military, I just hated you, but man, you got us off our butts, and we fought. Sergeant Slaughter's going to talk, go against America like that, And he said that, you really pumped us up, that's kind of thing. And, to this day, I get soldiers come by, thank you so much, and they have their colors on, and I thank them for their service. And they say, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have joined the whatever branch they were in.
Right.
And they thanked me. They do. And they just, but what better, acknowledgement to someone to say, thank you you were the reason I joined the military. That's a pretty cool deal.
I know it's not the same, but I do have people messaging me telling me that they joined the gym because of me.
They what?
Just saying.
And that's just
joined
cool.
the gym because of me.
Yeah, exactly.
Just saying. I know it's not the same, but
it is. It is.
It's still cool.
It is. It's a great feeling that when you've inspired somebody to do something, especially when it's like join a gym and for your health. And
you inspire me, Kelly. You inspire me whenever I see you.
Thank you.
Yeah, both your.
I know I'm awesome.
I was blessed. I still have all these wonderful angels looking down on me and after me and my family. I'm blessed, to just be here talking to you guys. I mean, I've been blessed.
You are the most blessed that I'm your daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we appreciate being able to be a part of this in some small way by letting us watch and interact with you guys as a family. It's truly a unique experience, and I'm sure everyone here appreciates it.
Thank you.
Well, just like that story I just was telling you, going from G.I. Joe to an Iraqi sympathizer, and I'm not invited to the 30.
I wonder if that's got anything to do with it. I will say though, I was a fan of G.I. Joe. I became a fan of wrestling after, but I didn't appreciate the Iraqi sympathizer stuff quite as much until I heard the backstory all around that. And same with Commissioner Slaughter too. The stuff that you were responsible for when you were commissioner, I think is underrated and not talked about quite as much. So I'm angry for you that you weren't invited. Classified.
I'm angry too.
Classified's got a question which interests me because it's got to do with food, Sarge. And Classified wants to know what's on the menu for breakfast with Sarge.
Yeah, snake and eggs.
Nice. And boiled peanuts.
Snake and eggs, boiled peanuts.
And some Vegemite on toast.
We got a few favorites around here. Yeah, we do.
Dad, for Joe Fest, do you know what they serve for breakfast and or dinner with Sarge?
We don't normally know what it's usually like a buffet, but it's always very good. Very good.
And
who wants to eat anyway? I mean, really, we don't really have to have the food.
I want to eat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna want to eat.
I mean, it goes so fast, because the last couple of times I did it, I didn't eat. I just stood up and started talking because that's what people.
As you do.
Yeah.
You're good at it.
I can always eat, but
But at home, our favorites are Eggs Benedict.
Oh yeah.
That's a big, huge favorite.
Right.
In the slaughterhouse.
Yes, it is.
And I make I make good Eggs Benedict, but I make a really good breakfast casserole.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. I make a really good breakfast casserole.
Okay.
I'll make it for you, Zazel.
What's in it?
I'm not telling you. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, I'll wait and see.
Just eat it.
Eggs.
Just eat it.
Eat it. Done.
Bacon. It's really good.
You'll love it.
No Vegemite and no chocolate and orange.
Okay, so I'll give it a good.
You want to get big and strong like your hero, don't you?
Yes, sir.
You'll eat what I make you, Zazel. And you will like it. Dad, I know you don't have your book near you, but do you know if you'll be in San Diego anytime soon?
We are mounting a charge to the San Diego Comic-Con.
I want to go.
We're just not sure if we're going to be going with anybody or by ourselves.
Gotcha.
But we have the dates blocked off.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Same with New York Comic-Con.
Nice.
We outed the last couple of years because we knew a couple of years ago that the new figures were on the way. But COVID and all that, we had to. I said, let's not go. Let's wait till the figures are available. Yeah. There you go. See, there's a happy little camper.
So Mark and I will be talking about Classified Sarge this evening, my time. It'll be very early in the morning, your time.
There you go.
Yeah, we're looking forward to catching up about that.
Yeah, but the when we do have the breakfast with Sarge, we give out some nice things that you don't get anywhere else.
Oh, cool.
Like what?
Well, I can't tell you that.
Oh,
it's a secret.
It's a surprise.
I'll be at dinner with Sarge.
There'll only be as soon as we find out how many people are going to be there, and they say that's all you can have, then we know how many we're going to make, because only those people are going to get those things.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
They're for that show only.
Make sure you've got those tickets to Breakfast with Sarge.
Yeah. So, but it's a ways off, but don't miss
sleep
out.
on.
Don't miss out. Yeah, I don't even know if it's ready
dinner
yet.
And a breakfast.
It's a breakfast.
Are you doing a dinner?
No, we're not going to do the dinner.
No dinner.
I thought the four of us could have a nice dinner somewhere.
The four of us?
Yeah, Paul.
Oh, Paul.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paul will be there with me.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to meeting Paul too. He's a character, isn't he?
Yeah. And Dee might be there too.
I'm trying to talk my husband into going.
Yeah. Also, Valaverse will be there.
Yes. True.
Yeah.
Yes. Valaverse needs to get on that Slaughter Daughter figure.
Action.
Yeah, right. What's happening? Get onto it. We'll hit him up.
Maybe we better have a big powwow for dinner.
Right.
Yeah.
Invited guests only.
There you go.
And if you get invited, you know it. You know something good's coming.
We'll get a tomahawk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get you a tomahawk.
Be one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dad, have you seen any recent movies or TV shows? Like, what's your favorite TV show or movie that's recent?
Well, we just got done with the Yellowstone series. And your mother, of course, will throw on a film here or there, and then some. And then she goes to sleep, and then I watch them.
Right.
Or I switch over to Gutfeld.
That's normally how it goes.
Yeah, right. But the last movie I saw that I really enjoyed was Elvis.
Oh, yes.
I haven't seen it yet.
The new Elvis. Really, I was singing his songs for about, 4 or 5 days. He really was a performer. I mean, what he went through in only 42 years, I think, gosh, they ran him to death. I mean, they made him perform. And
Yeah.
at one point, they all were broke.
Yeah.
Nobody
Making millions and losing
nobody
millions.
had control of anything.
Mm.
But I'm not going to be a spoiler.
And how sad that Lisa Marie just recently passed away.
Yeah.
Right.
What's the deal?
Yeah.
What's the deal? She was just at the award ceremony and got an award for her dad.
Yeah.
Maybe not going to these award shows is probably better for your health.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, speaking of Yellowstone, Sarge, are you watching the prequel series, 1883 and the 20-something?
Yeah.
1925, I watched a few times. I haven't been able to watch the other one. But I will.
Yeah.
I will.
So the newest one has Harrison Ford in it. So far, it's very good.
Yeah, good. And the lady actress is very good too.
Oh, yeah. Great series. I'm not all caught up on Yellowstone yet, but I like the Wild West stuff and the early series stuff.
There was talk of you going to the train station when you were here, but I don't know.
Just send me.
Thinking it'd be that bad.
Send me on the train right back.
Well, there happens to be a place where people go to. It's called the train station, and they don't come back.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Well,
I think I might be getting kicked off of here in 5 minutes. No, I'm on my daughter's iPad, and her downtime starts in 5 minutes. And I think I'm gonna get kicked off.
Okay. All right.
But before we go, Dad, do you like smooth or crunchy peanut butter?
Do I like what?
Smooth or crunchy peanut butter?
Boiled.
Smooth. I do like a little crunchy if it's made, like people put peanuts in a machine and they make peanut butter out of it. Sometimes I like a honey nut kind of a peanut butter. So I'd have to say yes to both.
I'm more of a smooth guy. It goes better with jam.
Yeah. It depends on what you're putting it on. If it's an English muffin, probably just go with the smooth.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to undo the screen time.
Oh.
Well, that's a good question. Action Force. It's time for action. That was your quote, wasn't it, Sarge? You made up that quote for Action Force.
Time for action. Yep. That was mine. It's time for action.
Let's see if I can find some more questions while Kelly's trying to work out her technology.
Are we going to be together again soon, or?
Yeah, we'll have to find some dates where we can do it again.
Yeah.
Why am I having a hard time with this?
Technology, man.
I don't want to get
So Space Commander says, even today I saw someone moaning about the sympathizer. Just wait until they've seen the special project. Oh, yes. Space Commander's writing out a special project which has a few well-known characters in it by the name of Sarge and Slaughtered Daughter.
Nice.
So it's going to be a fun little project to work on. Oh, I wanted to say thanks again, Sarge, for doing the voice of Super Cop for me for the Slaughterhouse Wrestling Championship. That went down very well.
Been fun. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I appreciated it.
A lot of people have just recently found out that I was the voice behind the character Dr. Military.
Yes, and Teen Titans.
Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of a fun thing that's getting out, and it's just lots of fun things going on here and there.
What happened with that movie?
What's that?
You were in a movie to be a coach. What happened to that one? Stalled?
I just got a message, and they sent me a clip, a clip of it. and I guess it's in the works. Might be
Excellent.
happening. Sometimes those things take a while. So she's back.
You're back.
I'm trying to figure it out.
So yeah, Space Commander says so. It's not just him that has technology hiccups.
Yeah.
It says go to
Mr. Military.
setting,
Yeah.
screen time. Oh, here we go.
And
It says
what are
the
your
on,
plans
it's
today,
already
David?
For today, not a lot until this afternoon when I catch up with Mark.
Yeah.
Um,
Give him my best.
I will pass that on. We're going to go through his Instagram photos of classified Sergeant Slaughter because he just does so well with his. And then we're just going to chat about how much we like this new G.I. Joe.
Yeah. I've been getting requests from the UK and Australia to come over.
Well, yes,
But
please do.
Really been worked out.
If you need a couch to sleep on.
Since you're making your voyage over, there's no sense coming to Australia.
Well, we can do both. There's a lot of people in Australia that are fans.
I guess depends on what it is.
Sure. How'd you go, Kelly? Did you set it up?
Well, it's 10 o'clock and I'm still here. So I think I figured it out.
Woo-hoo!
Yeah. I figured it out, Dad. I'm not getting kicked off.
Okay, great.
Which company did you enjoy most working for? The AWA, the WWF, or the NWA?
A, B, C, and D, all the above.
All of the above.
Yeah, I enjoyed working for each and every one of them because they all had different owners and different talents and different fans, and it was just always of course, AWA is where I started, so I probably love that the most because that's where I started the career, and that's where the character was developed and was born and raised. Yeah.
Was there any that you didn't quite enjoy? I know that there was one. What was it called? It had like the later. It was later in. It had the old style rules on it. The ones.
The ones that had the rounds.
Yeah. AWF maybe.
AWF. I love that the most.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool.
Yeah, because I created it.
Well, I saw your name was on the back end of it, Cobra Clutch Productions or something.
Yeah. We didn't know what we were doing. We just some guy had a bunch of money and wanted to start a wrestling league and be Vince McMahon. I said, first off, buddy, ain't no other Vince McMahons. There's only one, and there's only going to be one. And you can hope all you want, but you'll never be a Vince McMahon. And he said, well, okay, well, let's see how far we can go. So he had all this money, and Tito Santana contacted me, and we started this wrestling league up called the AWF.
Yeah.
And they wanted something different. And I said, well, how about rounds? That's like boxing does. But, if you do it right, in between the rounds, if the bad guy's doing pretty well, what makes him have to stop? I mean, he didn't have to go back to his corner. He could do a little bad stuff. And,
yeah.
there was a lot of scenarios. So anyway, but we just we had an abundance of talent, some of the best in the business.
Yep.
And they just ran out of money.
Yeah.
Just plain and simple, ran out of money. So when you run out of money, you don't become Vince McMahon.
No. I was surprised to see how many big names were in there. But I also know you did some commentary for women's wrestling for a while.
Yes. yes, I did that. That was fun. And I also helped train and point out a lot of things that weren't being, acknowledged, and it helped their league a lot. But I enjoyed that. Yeah, like being the rooster in a hen house.
Right. To be surrounded by all that female talent. I've actually
so much talent, and they just
so
didn't
little time
have anybody leading them. They're showing them, they're just self-taught, and it was fun to teach them and give them psychology thoughts. Why would you do this when you just did that? You're on A. Why are you trying to get over to Z? Just take your time. Take your time and get to Z. You don't have to go there right away. You got all night to get over to Z, and you don't have to get there without a roadblock. Psychological things that you teach you that nothing more gratifying than teaching somebody something.
You're passing on your knowledge and making the experience better for everybody. It's nice to be appreciated for these things.
If it's something that you excelled at, I've been teaching myself most of my life, but until I got married and had children, I just start sharing that, a little bit too. Sharing what I didn't know, how to change a diaper or anything like that.
You still don't.
Yeah, still don't. I choose not to.
The funniest thing that, well, I wouldn't say the funniest thing that ever happened, but I remember a boyfriend of mine that I was with for quite some time before I met my husband. And he said, Bob, because he called you Bob. He said, Bob, do you know how your daughter drives? Have you ever ridden in the car with her? And he goes on, he's complaining, and he stops him and he goes, yeah, who do you think taught her how to drive?
Whammo.
That shut his ass up.
Yeah.
So that'll be another obstacle for you, Zazel, getting
Survivor.
home from the airport with me.
Yeah.
I remember I picked my uncle up, youngest brother. He wasn't very far from here doing a memorial for my cousin, his son who died. He was an Army Ranger. Right. And so I picked him up and was driving him back, and he goes, wow, this is really cool. I didn't know you could go this fast on a road like this. I was like, oh, you're not supposed to.
Oh, man.
But in my defense, we had just gotten off the interstate. So I going fast, and then we were on the back roads, and I was still driving like we were on the interstate. He was like, wow, I didn't know you could drive this fast around here.
Yeah.
Well, I don't drive, so for all I know, that's the speed limit. I wouldn't know any different.
Or are you in for a treat? You're going to be begging for that obstacle course.
Yeah, right. Back to the obstacle course, please. It's much safer.
Take me back to the obstacle course. Take me back to the obstacle course.
Just leave me there. Leave me.
Leave me. It's safer. It's less pressure.
I remember. Do we have time for a story?
Yes. I am going to I need some water. I drink a gallon a day, and I'm a little behind.
You've heard this one anyway.
So. Okay. All right. Then go ahead.
And so I'm with Roddy Piper, and we're in a town in North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, and we are on the last night, the last show of the night. We did 2 shows on a Saturday and 2 on a Sunday. this is the Sunday night show in Asheville, North Carolina. And, we worked really hard, and Roddy had just bought this. We actually both bought Cadillacs together, and he bought a 2-door diesel. Or no, I bought a 2-door diesel. He bought a 4-door regular gasoline car. So he gets a call from Ole Anderson, who Roddy didn't really like, but he said he needed a ride back from Asheville. Asheville. So we're on our way back, and Ole Anderson, who's the booker in the company, is in the back seat behind me, and Roddy's driving, and we're going up the interstate back to Charlotte. And they started talking business about, the champions and all these kind of things, and who's the best wrestler in the business today and the past. And all of a sudden they got on the subject of world champions. And Piper said, well, Ole, I'd like to be a world champion someday, And Ole looked at him in the rearview mirror and said, Piper, you could never be the world champion. Oof. And Piper looked back at him in the rearview mirror and said, why not? And Ole looked back in the rearview mirror and said, because you're not big enough. You're not tough enough.
No. Piper.
And all of a sudden he said, what did you just say? And Ole proceeded to say what he just said. And we were in the fast lane going about 85 miles an hour.
Mm.
And all of a sudden the car came slowing down. And pretty soon we came to a halt and we stopped. And Ole Anderson looks at Piper and he realizes that we're in the fast lane of a four-lane highway. There's a guardrail, but there's another lane next to us. And it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, maybe about 1 o'clock in the morning. And he realizes where he's at. So he starts banging on my seat. He said, Bob, get out of here. Get out of here. This guy's crazy. He's crazy. He's going to kill somebody. He's going to kill us. And I said, what? And he kept pushing my seat to get out. So I leaned and I opened up the door and I pushed it open and I put my shoulder and I helped, the seat come up. I said, if you want to leave, go ahead. I'm staying. And he said, what? You're both crazy. And he jumps out and Roddy starts laughing and puts his car into gear and takes off.
No, you leave him on the road.
I mean, if a truck or another car or a bicycle had come up behind us, I don't know if I'd be talking to you. Totally, but at that moment, I said, "Well, I can't leave." Not with Roddy driving. I can't. So we finally, I talked him into going back and picking Ole Anderson up. And he got paranoid, so he made me sit in the back. And Roddy and he were in the front seat. So we finally got to his place where he had to be dropped off. And Piper's like smoke's coming out of his ears. We take off and we're heading to my car. And Roddy's like, that no good pig face. He called him pig face. That pig face. Yeah. And talk to me like that. I'm not big enough. I'm not tough enough to be the world champion. And we're picking up speed, and we're on a residential, area. But it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and so we come to this part of Charlotte, North Carolina, called Woodlawn and South Boulevard. and it used to be kind of a hill on both ends, and if you didn't watch your speed, you could go, flying through that intersection if you're going too fast. Piper didn't care. He sees the light's going to turn red, so he speeds up to go even faster. And we do the catapult, boom, boom, and sparks are flying everywhere. And I look at Piper and I'm kind of laughing. That was pretty cool. And over his shoulder, I see 6 police cars.
Oh no!
Sitting there, probably having donuts and smoking or whatever. And here they come. Chasing Roddy up the hill. And I said, slow down, Rod, right? Slow down. I ain't stopping. I said, yes, you are. Yes, you are stopping. And you're stopping right now. And pull over in here. So he finally, okay, Uncle Bob. And he pulls in, and they surround us. They're surrounding us now. And they ask for license registration. So Piper gets them out of the glove compartment, and they leave. One officer stays right here at my window, and once with Piper and the other 2 walk to the squad car. Pretty soon I come up, a pretty little lady, police officer, taps on my window, and I roll the window down. And all of a sudden, Roddy starts, he says to me, screw it. Actually, he said, F it. He said, I'm leaving. I said, no, Hot Rod, no. And so I reached down with my hand and I put it on his foot on the brake. Got his foot off with the foot pedal. I put my hand on the brake and I put the car in gear, and then I backed off and I got the keys out of the ignition, and then I rolled the window down. I said, take it easy, Howard. Take it easy. And I said, can I help you? And she said, yes. Would you mind following me? And I said, oh, yes. So we get behind the car. I said, I'll be right back, Hot Rod. And she says, I have a question to ask you. I said, yes. Do you have a license, a driver's license? And I said, yes, I do. She said, may I see it? And take it out. She's got her flashlight on it. Okay, Robert. Okay, yes. Here's the deal. And she kind of shines a light flashlight in my face. And she said, we're going to let you go because we know who you guys are. And I don't know what happened down there. I didn't see what happened, but I'm here now. But I know who you guys are, and but you have to drive. I said, why? She said, I prefer if you'll drive, you can leave.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, I'll do it. So I go over to tell Hot Rod, and he all right, he moves over to the other seat. And I got the keys anyway. And so she hands me his stuff. And she said, his license is expired. And he handed me a credit card. So just count your blessings. And get home safe. And I said, thank you, officer, very much. And so we drove to where I was parked, and Hot Rod wasn't far from there. But that's what happened that night.
Well, with a name like Hot Rod, you would kind of expect to be a bit of a crazy driver.
Oh.
Howdy, Roddy Piper.
Yeah.
Oh, man. He was it.
Man, that's great.
Uncle Bob. Anyway, I am getting low on fuel here. I better put some gas in the fuel. Or in the machine here.
Oh, it's a battery. Okay. I thought you were going for another beer.
No.
Well, while you're plugging that in,
what happened to my...
I'll say Classified's really into your mini Sergeant sort of figure, says that it's great. I wonder if we can get a signature on that little Sarge.
There we go. I'm gonna have to
Can you hear
hold
us
it
okay?
So if you turn it the other way, Dad.
like that.
Yeah.
But if I do that, I lose you guys. Are you still there?
Well,
Yep.
we're behind your hand, but yeah, we're here. Yeah.
So, Dad, do you
I got
think
you.
when you saw Mick Foley fall through the Hell in the Cell, like what did you think when you saw him fall through the Hell in the Cell, and do you think that it went too far?
No, I didn't know it was going to happen, and I'm not sure if I guess they must have known it was going to happen, but it might have been something that was just at that moment. And, but I was just with Mick and in Albuquerque, and he's moving kind of slow at the junction.
Yeah.
But he loves every second of the day, so that's all that matters.
Right.
But when I saw him go, I said that was a spectacular fall, and I'd never, of course, seen anything like it. I dove off the top of a cage, into a ring, which is a long way. But I had some padding there to kind of whatever padding there was. I had something to go upside down and land on a table. that took some courage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe it was more something else other than courage. I don't know. But
he's lucky he can move at all today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really put himself through it.
Damn it. Damn
it. Dad, during the Monday Night Wars, did the WCW try to get you to jump ship?
He's jumped ship now.
Oh. Hi.
I had to go back up.
Hey, look, there's Hot Rod.
Hot Rod. Hot Rod. Love you. Gotta miss him. Yes, the world
So,
does.
Dad, during the Monday Night Wars,
Yeah.
did the WCW ever contact you and try to get you to jump ship over to them?
Yeah. Yeah, they did. Twice.
And you said no, obviously.
I said no, yeah. Yeah, I said no. And
you want to elaborate on that at all?
It was just it was war. It was war. And Vince had told us we're in a war. And there might be times when I come to you and I can't pay you that week or the next week, but if you believe in me, stay and hang in there. Everybody else was leaving for all the big money down at Turner Broadcasting, So, but I was dedicated, loyal. I helped dig a deeper foxhole to win that war, and we didn't win for a long time. We were, because they were live and we were taped. So they were watching what we were doing, and it just was one of those things. But I stuck to my guns, and with loyalty, I just stayed with them, and I still did get invited to the anniversary.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Anyway, I'm not even sure if I want to watch it.
I can't believe it.
I'm going to boycott it.
You should boycott it. Everyone
Let's
should.
all boycott it.
Yeah, I'm going to boycott it.
We're going to hit Twitter and we're going to tag everybody in there and say what an outrage it is that you weren't invited.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, I'm off. Don't do me any favors. I'm off Monday. I'm on. Let's keep it that way. If they want to send a film crew, okay.
So Adam from Go Figure, he's the guy that sent you the cookies. He says that you need to do a thumbprint onto the little Sarge. So the tiny little Sarge that comes with Classified Sarge, we were all talking about, and Classified's a big fan of it, saying it's a great little minifigure, which I think is great that the big Sarge comes with a little Sarge. But we're trying to figure out how you would sign one of those little ones. And the consensus was that you just put your thumbprint on it, and that would be the signature on the little mini Sarge.
Yeah, good idea.
Have you attempted to sign any of them yet? Little mini
I
ones?
actually have signed a couple of them.
Yeah.
In Albuquerque, a young lady and her, I think it was her husband or boyfriend, maybe it was her brother. We never got to talk about that, but she was wearing a pair of earrings made of those two little
that's
guys.
cool. Yeah. That's very cool.
She had earrings on of the little mini me.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I said that is an incredible thought of doing that. And that, I wondered if that could be marketable, but
I'd wear them.
Not my trademark. That one belongs to Hasbro.
Adam's bringing more cookies to Joe Fest, so we're in luck.
Nice.
Oh, great. So I can eat myself.
Don't say it that way.
Somebody just tweeted the
Chris,
WWE.
Chris is starting it.
Somebody just tweeted the WWE. Christopher Givens just tweeted them.
Oh, they did.
Good.
You gotta get me. If I have to go to workout, buddy, where's it at, by the way?
So, Dad, Lilith wants to know if you have any pets.
If I have a pet?
You have koi.
I have kois, and I have 4 grandchildren. Those
2 daughters.
Yes, and 2 daughters, and lovely wives. So I've got all the pets I need.
You have your grand dogs and your grand cats.
That's true too. I get plenty of them when I get to see them.
Yes.
And I just like grandchildren. You don't have to take them with you. Nope. You just come over and spoil the heck out of them.
Yep. Although I've been trying to get Mom to take one of my cats. That's
this is unbelievable, Zazel. When you meet Cora, when you meet Cora, I've never put a child to bed so easy.
Okay.
It's like, incredible, but I screwed up.
She was mad at you.
Uh-oh.
So
Cora is my daughter. I have a son named Rudy, but Cora is my daughter. She's 4.
Yep.
And we still rock her to sleep.
She's a mini you, Kelly.
She is a mini me in more ways than one.
Yeah.
In fact, somebody told me she was bossy, and I was like, I prefer the term leader. And they're like, right? Very leadery. And I was like, well, that's a good quality that I want her to have. Anyway, I digress. So she, the next day, when she got up, she said, Mommy, Grandpa, because Grandpa babysat so that we could have our date night.
Right.
Because Grandpa didn't even rock me.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah. I didn't know. I
know your role.
She was on my lap and I read her a book and she read over and we got her bed ready. And I figured she's going to go to bed now after I read the book to her. And I said, you need to use the bathroom and brush your teeth. Yeah. So she wanted to use the bathroom. Pretty soon she came out. She said, Grandpa, I went to the bathroom before I came up here. downstairs. I said, oh, okay. No
I don't
problem.
need to go potty.
Right. So then I said, what about your teeth? Oh, yeah, we can do that. So I came in and watched her brush her teeth and do everything that had to be done. And we went out, and she like turned on the machine that she sleeps with.
Her sound machine.
And it was like, I thought it was on the wrong station or something. And I stood up, and as I stood up, she turned the lights off. And
because then you're supposed to rock her.
Yeah. Then I said, well, is this where I leave? And she climbed into the bed. And I said, are you all covered up and everything? Because I stayed in there. It was pitch dark. And I kept talking to her. I said, are you in the bed? Yeah. I said, you're covered up? Because I can't see. It's so dark in here, I can't see. So anyway.
Because you forgot to turn the nightlight on.
Right. Oh, no. So I just found it amusing that a little girl, 4 years old, could sleep in the dark like that. I mean, it was like there was no light anywhere.
Yeah.
I just thought, how could she do that? So I opened up the door and I said, are you sure you're okay? And she looked at me and shook her head, and I left. Closed the door, and I waited to hear, and I didn't hear anything. So then I went down the stairs, and I said, that was easy. But I find out today.
You froze on us, Dad.
Yeah, Cora's interrupted this broadcast because she's
out of the bed and laid out on the floor
You're cutting out, Dad.
Yeah. Oh,
are you back?
Anyway, I found out today, or maybe a day or two after that,
wow,
that I had screwed up.
She held her breath 2 days.
She cried by the door because I didn't rock her. The next time I saw her, she wouldn't even look at me.
She was mad.
So mad at me. It was like Christmas, she wouldn't even look at me on Christmas. She was not feeling good, and she had kind of a cold.
She had the flu
and everything.
Okay.
Waiting for Santa Claus to get there the next day, and she had nothing to do with me. She kept walking by me with her arms crossed and giving me that
I wonder where she gets that attitude from.
I have no idea. Meanwhile, my son is like the sweetest, most kindest kid, and he has like such a kind heart. And I'm like, I really have no idea where he gets that from.
Yeah,
he's a precious one.
So this last time we babysit, Diane was with. So it was Grandpa's going to take you upstairs and read to you, and get you all ready for bed, and then Dee Dee's going to come up and rock you.
Do the rock.
So that's how we did the last one.
Yeah. So she asked me. She said, "Mommy, who's putting me to bed tonight?" Because she knew that you guys were babysitting. She goes, "Mommy, who's going to put me to bed?" I said, "Well, Dee Dee or Grandpa." And we're like walking down the stairs, and my parents are sitting there. And she goes, "Is Dee Dee going to forget to rock me like Grandpa did?"
Uh-oh. There's a little attitude.
And I started laughing. We all started laughing. And I was like, no, I think Grandpa knows to rock me now.
Oh, yeah. You don't forget something like that now. So, Kelly, this question might actually interest you. Or first of all, shout out to Crash, who thought he was getting ignored. He says he's looking forward to Joe Fest.
Yes. Hey, Crash. I'm looking forward to it too. I just hope that he's acting like a Hogan fan. Yeah. So I hope I make it to breakfast. How early is this breakfast, Dad?
You're asking the wrong person. I just show up.
Okay.
The show probably opens up at 9 or 10, so it'll be like an hour and a half or so before that, so that people can go right from the breakfast to the show. In case there's anybody that's working the show that wants to.
Will there be a lunch, Sarge? Perhaps I could go to.
Believe me, I tried to move the breakfast to Sunday, but I got the thumbs down on that one.
Ah, man.
Anyway.
So Adam has a question for you, Dad, and it's a question that I would like to know also.
Yeah, we all want to know.
He says, "Hey, Sarge, the real question we all want to know is, why didn't you ever buy Kelly a horse?"
Who is this?
Adam with the cookies.
After all these years, is this Adam?
Adam with the cookies.
Adam with the cookies. Wow. Well, why didn't she get that horse? Because her mother didn't want a horse.
Oh, pass the buck. Oh, yeah.
I was all for it. She said, "Bob, where are we going to put a horse?
In a stables? In a barn?"
I guess I should have argued that point.
You know, like all the ones we passed on the way to taking me to school every morning. You know, those. You know, like the one my friend owned.
I was too busy spitting out sour gummies. Not today's gummies. The old, like the
sour gumballs.
Sour gumballs and
not cannabis gummies.
So the kids would always, my daughters would always give me one and say, "Dad, try this. And I'd be driving. I say, "Is it sour?" And they look at each other, go, "No." No. And so, about 2 bites into it, I'm trying to spit it out the window, and the window's closed. I mean, so
spit it on the window all over it. It was great.
That was a mess. But anyway. So that's why she got the twinkle twinkle little star.
Lucky star. So that's why I never got a horse, was because I gave you too many sour gumballs.
Yeah.
He's still sour about it.
Probably in the running, but not a very good reason. No, I would have overlooked that. I always overlooked that.
I always said I never got a horse because my mom didn't want to have to take me to the barn every single day.
You would want to go every day.
That was probably a pretty good observation. Good observation. Yeah.
Yep. So, Dad, how old are your
grandchildren? Then I'd have to, and if she gave you a ride, then I'd have to clean up the Porsche that she took to take you over there.
Yeah.
I get it.
The real reason, Adam, is they didn't want me to be happy.
Whoops.
Oh God.
But if you get a horse, your mom gets a Porsche. So
Dr. Phoenix. Dr. Phoenix?
I'm not a doctor of anything.
Oh, I thought you were a psychologist or
I have my own childhood traumas.
I thought we were having some type of a thing here.
Yeah. How does that make you feel?
Like shit. Like my parents didn't love me. I didn't get a horse.
Well, it's never too late. Does Cora get a horse?
If Cora wants a horse.
I'll ask Cora when I meet her. I was like, "Cora, I hear you might be able to get a horse. You want a horse?" Yeah. It's apparently very easy.
It is. We literally have barns all around where we live, stables. So if she wanted a horse, she could have one. Her dad's going to have to work a little more hours, but...
Well, the brilliant thing is, as an adult now, Kelly, you can decide if you want to have a horse or not. You're no longer reliant on your parents. So if you want one, you go out there and you get one today.
I will.
Good.
Let me
Tomorrow.
ask you this, Kelly, Slaughter daughter.
What?
Did you just want a horse, or did you actually want to ride the horse?
I wanted to ride the horse. I
You
would
want to
not
ride the
go
horse?
camp unless
You think
there was
Cora would?
horseback riding.
You think Cora would want to ride a horse?
Yeah, she keeps asking.
Because I see a lot of you two in the same mold. You know.
Mm.
No, I don't know because I can't hear you. You
Now,
broke.
Kelly,
You're breaking
I
up
know,
again, Dad.
I know Cora would want to ride a horse if you wanted to ride a horse, because you have a lot of the same traits.
She is my mini me in more ways than one, 100%. But she's better. She's like me, but better because she doesn't have my baggage.
Yeah.
There you go.
Because her parents will get her a horse if she wants one.
I'm looking forward to seeing this horse, Kelly.
Yeah.
I'm looking real forward to seeing.
I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, huh?
Not at this house.
Is that a apple tree, a horse tree, or a muddy tree out there in my backyard?
Well, you always told me
all
money
three.
didn't grow on trees.
That's for sure.
But it's made
Not
out
around
of
here.
paper.
Not around here.
So it does grow on trees.
No, it's not a monumental conversation. It's I guess she should try to see, have one or two lessons to see if she even would want to ride on a horse. Then you go from
right. I'm not going to push my stuff on her, but stuff that I wanted. But she has been asking, and actually Rudy's been asking about going horseback riding.
You have to take her.
I would take her, and I would have my own horse.
Yeah, you could have two horses. See, you might be getting a horse after all.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you buy me one.
Yo, Joe.
Now you know. You get me a horse.
You know, and always half the battle.
He's like, we're done with this conversation right before I get roped into buying this horse.
Yeah. That's how he ends it.
So, Dad, somebody wanted
thanks
to know.
a lot, Adam.
Yeah, good one. Good one, Adam.
Now it's not going to be Adam with the cookies. It's going to be Adam with the horse.
Yeah. Horse cookies, please.
I have something very special that has your name on it.
Uh-oh.
So, Dad, somebody wanted to know
real
how old
slaughter clip. What's that?
Somebody asked how old your grandchildren are. This is good. I want to know if you know the answer.
Yeah, it's a test.
I have one that's 18. I have one that's 15. And I have a grandson that's 11 and a granddaughter that's 4.
Are we close?
Did my grandson get to be 12 already?
No, he's not 11.
Yeah, because he's playing the basketball under 11s.
Oh.
He's 10. He's almost 11.
He's almost 11. I keep thinking that he was already 11. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Rudy.
Mm-hmm.
No horse for you.
No, now you got to buy him 2.
Yeah, 2 horses. I hear he's into Red Dead Redemption, so he must like horses too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I think he would love a horse. He used to wear cowboy stuff all the time. He's a man. He's a man. He's like a man's man. He's not a. He's a pretty, he's a guy.
Tiptoed around that one.
We had so much fun. We had so much fun going to the pro football game.
Nice.
About 3-4 weeks ago. A lot of fun together.
Christmas Eve, you guys got to go.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, so listen to this. And this is how Adam was uninvited from dinner with Sarge. Adam says when it comes to the breakfast, he promises no horsing around. So what were we saying? I forgot. Oh, so Rudy. Okay. So we'll tell the story and then we'll go because I know Zazel has some things to do and it's getting late. But oh, hey Ken. Ken says dinner with Sarge. No, it's just going to be breakfast with Sarge.
Hey Ken. All you can eat, Ken. All you can eat. You and I still need to do our little chat about Vancouver, Canada.
Nice.
Yes. I would love to go to Vancouver, by the way.
Well, I was there, and I have lots of fun stories to tell him about Vancouver, Canada.
I'll be stopping in at Vancouver on my way to the United States.
Yeah. Oh, is that where you're stopping?
Yeah, it's stopping over on Vancouver and another stop in. Okay. So 2 stops in Canada and then stopping into America.
Beautiful. Oh, I thought you were doing one stop in Canada on the way and then one on the way back. But
no, there's 2 stops in Canada. Toronto and Vancouver, I believe, are my stops. And then on my way back, Adam has very kindly said I can stick around in Canada for a little while and have a look around.
Nice. So you'll already be acclimated to the kind of the time zones.
Just getting over the first day in.
So many fun memories of the cities in Canada. Oh gosh, so many fun memories and things that I went through when I first got into the business, and the people are so great. I mean, still are.
Canadians are very nice. They're I think it's like in order to be able to be Canadian, you have to be nice and say A.
Yeah.
So Adam is in Canada.
There's 2 guys that used to pretend to be they probably were somewhat Canadian.
Can you hear my cats?
No.
Oh, okay. They're fighting. So we'll talk. Why don't we talk about that on the next Slaughter Daughter show? We'll talk all about your beginnings in the business in Vancouver and we can talk all about Canada.
Yeah, Canada.
I always call it Canada because it's Canadian. And so then I'm like, Canada. And then I'm like, wait, Canada.
Yeah, that makes sense. America, American, Australia, Australians, Canadian.
So much fun.
Right.
They have so much there to all. It really was fun going to Canada.
Yeah.
A lot of good food, a lot of great food memories, and from the West Coast to the East Coast, it was all different. Everybody had their own way of making things, different ways of doing it. Yeah.
You've actually met Adam with the cookies and the horse.
Did you?
When he was 10 years old in Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada.
Wow.
Very cool.
Thank you for tuning in, Christopher. Okay, so let me tell the story really quick and then we'll head out.
Okay.
So for my husband's birthday, my parents got him tickets to see an NFL game, which is professional football here in the United States. And my husband is a Detroit Lions fan because he's from Detroit. And they were playing the Panthers on Christmas Eve. So that was going to be a really fun thing for Rudy and Derek to go do. So go see the Panthers and the Lions play. So for Christmas, early Christmas present, we got Rudy a really nice Lions jersey to wear and all the stuff. Well, Derek ended up with the flu.
Oh, dear.
So he couldn't go. So Grandpa very kindly stepped in because I was like, well, I'm not going to a game on Christmas Eve. I've got way too much stuff to do. So it was going to be, how cold was it going to be? How cold was it, Dad? It was like 20 degrees.
If it got that warm.
Yeah, it was like 20 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. So,
It was going to be cold. It was going to be cold.
Real cold.
Yes.
You're Celsius, right?
It was the
Hazel?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we are Celsius. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was going to be 20 degrees or less here, Fahrenheit, which is negative 6.6.
With a wind chill.
Celsius. And then there was like wind chill on top of it. So it was going to be very, very cold.
That's cold. It's been in about 20 or 30 years.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been that cold.
So their tickets were outside at the stadium. So my dad said, well, if I'm taking Rudy to the game, I'm not going to freeze. Like, I bought Rudy like long johns. Like, he was going to be layered to the core. He had a hat, he had gloves, everything. Fur coat. No, I'm just kidding. So my dad says, well, if I'm taking Rudy to the game, I'm not sitting outside. So he made some phone calls and he got box seats like inside. They had like food,
photos.
Everything.
Fancy, yeah.
Heater.
Upgrade by the Sarge. Sarge, can you make some calls and get my flights to be upgraded too? Thanks, mate.
Very good friends, and you know who you are out there. Did Sarge a big favor, and I'll be back.
Yes. So thank you for that, because it made my son's whole day. He loved it. He was sad he didn't get to go with his dad. And then he was happy he got to go with his grandpa. And then the big surprise of being in the box seats, that was really special.
Very cool.
So
it was fun because when we got so far as we could go, when we had to finally get out of the car and walk, he had his Detroit Lions
jersey on.
And had a Detroit Lions jersey on. I said, why are there so many Detroit Lions fans in here? I guess they came down for the warm weather.
Right.
It's probably twice as cold up there.
Yeah. It's surprising, or I'm sure it was surprising to see so many Lions jerseys in Panther country.
Oh, yeah. And plus, my grandson Rudy was getting like high fives. Hey, because of his number, they traded his guy to the Minnesota Vikings. And I was happy too, because the Vikings were in the running for a while. They got beat in the first round. We're used to that with the Vikings by Queens. And
I found a picture. If you want me to show it, Kelly,
sure.
Of the box seat.
Yeah.
Just give me one.
Oh yeah.
Let me just share screen.
We had.
Come on, Zazel.
We had all this. We walked in and there was all these rows of food, layers of food, and drinks, and oh my gosh, there he is.
Oh, where did it go?
And so
there it is.
There he is. And see, they had it was so cold that they had the window shut. So for the first quarter, it was you could hear it from the loudspeaker, but it did sound like you're at a football game. So after Rudy got to eat his first chance to eat, the guy that was waiting on us, I said to him, is there any way you can open those up? He said, well, it's kind of chilly. I said, but we're at a football game. I want to. He said, okay, I'll go. And the next thing I know, he's opening them up, and all the people are going, yeah. And now you can hear the people screaming. You hear the whistle blowing, and it made a whole big change in watching the game. And Rudy all of a sudden went down all the way to as far as he could go and was just watching it, observing it, And I went down a little while and I said, see, that's this and that's that and this. And he was going, yeah. Now I see what it looks like from when
Up
they
high.
show it on television from a different view, So he learned, you got to see that.
It must be a lot warmer. You're wearing a T-shirt in there.
Yeah, but then when the game was over, we were supposed to go back the same way we came, and they won't let us go that way. So we went a completely opposite direction, and we walked. The car could pick us up, and we hoofed it pretty good. He stayed up with me pretty well, or I should say, I stayed up with him. But yeah, we finally, my friend picked us up, and off we went. It was great, good time.
Yeah, he had.
I think he'll want to go to another one, but maybe he'd rather be out. If it's not so cold, we can see it from another point of view.
And have a real football experience where you're eating hot dogs, not like this gourmet meal. Right?
Yeah, we had hot dogs. We had everything we wanted. We ate ours warm.
Yeah. A little bit more fancy.
The ones out on the where they were sitting, they had to be cold by the time they ate them.
Oh, I'm sure it was very cold that day.
And having to go to the bathroom, holy smokes, it was that easy. Anyway, we had a good time and good experience.
So Peppermint Oil Capsule, Space Commander says that temperature killed my old car. Yeah, it'll do that. We have a car here and it killed the battery. It was so cold.
Right.
The battery. Yeah.
I've never been that cold in my life, I don't think.
Well, you'll be here in the summertime, so it'll be nice and hot and humid, just what you're used to.
Excellent. Love it.
So there won't be any temperature acclimation for the race.
Oh, good. No excuses. Good.
I'm just trying to think of when he's going to.
I don't know either because I can't hear you.
What was that, Sarge?
What'd you say?
I said, I'm just wondering when you're going to sleep.
When? Yeah, I got no idea. On the plane.
When? Home. Because as soon as you get off the plane, you're going to be in a marathon.
Yeah. Well to her.
And you got some sightseeing to do and some low seeing to do.
We'll go to, well, we're not going to put it all out there, what all we're going to do. We'll save that.
Right.
We'll save that.
Be a surprise.
But
that's true. It's true.
Dad.
What?
Thanks for joining me tonight.
Oh, you're quite welcome. I'm so glad I could have the time to join and have some laughs.
Yes, it was a good time. It was a good chat. I don't know if anyone's still with us after almost 3 hours, but it was a good time. And thank you, everybody, for joining in.
Really? 3 hours?
Yeah, almost. G.I. Joe The Lost Chronicle said, hi-yo, from
You're
Arizona.
A trooper, Zazel. You're a trooper.
Oh, well, I could do this for hours and hours.
Oh,
hanging out with you cool dudes.
I
couldn't think of a better way to spend my day.
I could too.
Yeah.
Great show, gang. Cheers to the awesome hosts and all of the legends here in the chat. Thank you, Rob.
Let's do it again sometime.
Roll like a taco and charge like Sarge. Love it. Love it. Yeah, Dad, we'll have to get some dates together. It's been a while since you've been on.
Right.
I gave you a little break.
Yep.
Now it's back to work.
Now I know.
Thank you, Jodo, Ostradamus.
Now I know.
Awesome
and knowing's half the battle.
Thanks, everybody, for being here. Zazel, thank you as always. And now you know.
Knowing is half the battle.
We'll
Goodbye.
see you next time.